my call to action for diverse leaders that want to succeed and to rise up is, number one, is seek all leaders that can give you that advice and counsel and mentorship, even if that person is not from your community. Make sure that you're sharing your success examples, your best practices with other communities so that we all can rise up within the corporate ladder. And don't be afraid to take, even if it's a lateral move or another side move that can put you on a faster track. As you look ahead and you're asking yourself, what am I doing to move up the ladder? And if I know that a certain position requires certain talents or a particular professional background, and you know that there's a vacuum within your own personal career that is not there, you may need to take a lateral move into a position so that you can get those talents. A great example of this is that I hear a lot from corporations about the importance of their professionals being mobile and being able to take opportunities abroad. We're now in a global corporate world, and when we think about the leaders that are becoming chief executive officers today, you're finding more and more have some global experience, whether it's working abroad or they worked in a different community, or they brought something that is different and unique that differentiate themselves from the remaining pool. So if you're a Hispanic or Latino, take that opportunity to work in China. If you're Asian American, take that opportunity to take that assignment in Mexico or in South America. If you're someone that is of Indian American or Hindu descent, then take that opportunity to take the assignment in Europe or in Africa or other areas. In other words, by broadening your horizons, then when that promotion presents itself for you to come back to the US and now on a higher level, now you're on a faster pace. And sometimes that requires you to identify some mentors and some sponsors and that have done that because these are not easy. But as we also know, as you start getting more into the C-suite, there are fewer positions and it gets much more competitive. And when you're thinking about the corporate board, it gets very, very competitive. And so how do you differentiate yourself from others? And so, of course, my role is to get corporations to do the right thing when it comes to championing diversity and inclusion from the board to the C-suite down to the front line. And simultaneously, it's also about how we can support the pipeline of leaders to rise up, and what are some of the common traits of success, whether it's taking assignments abroad, whether it's knowing how to make a lateral move into a different department or a different part of the business so that you understand those businesses that ultimately can help you rise up the corporate ladder. All of these things that together, when you put that together, it equates to a strong model for diversity and inclusion success.